Frank Hennigan again with Connecticut Gutter and Exteriors, and we're going to talk today about how to identify when your gutters need to be cleaned, when to clean them, and what to look for yourself before you call a professional. Obviously, one indicator is to look for any kind of debris that's visible projecting over the top of the gutter. That's one easy telltale. But the other way is to take a look at downspouts. Well, there's not one here installed, but a vertical downspout on the house. Walk up to it, get close to it, tap on it, see if it sounds like it's clogged. Sounds hokey, but honestly that's one great method short of dropping something down like a heavy marble from the gutter to see if it gets stopped up. But a simple tap, you should be able to hear a hollow sound. It's metal, it'll resonate very well if it's hollow and empty. And if it's clogged, you'll know. It'll sound very heavy and thick. Also look at the elbows at the bottom of the downspout, essentially the southernmost point where the water exits the pipe and gets away from the house. Keep an eye on them consistently. You should kind of know the patterns in heavy rains as to what downspouts dump a lot of water, which are very slow moving with water. Some will be slower than others due to pitch and roof line and square footage on the roof, how much water you're actually shedding per gutter. But you should have a feel for what's normal and be able to identify when things start to slow and get stopped up so that you know you might have a clog. The other thing to do is keep a look at the ground drains where the downspouts tie in and make sure that the fittings are clean and clear of debris. You don't want a landscaper backing mulch up against the drains because inevitably it all gets inside the drain. So keep the fittings where the downspouts and the ground drains connect clean and clear and free of debris. Also keep an eye, and lastly keep an eye on the roof for debris sitting in valleys or in nooks and crannies. A lot of times in the fall, leaves will pile up and collect in one area of the roof based on the way the wind blows on your house. Keep an eye on those patches. You want to make sure that they don't dump collectively and jam up the gutter. But spring and fall are obviously our classical times to clean gutter systems. We have customers that need 4 or 5 cleanings a year. You really need to make sure you know what your house needs specific to its particular conditions, because you got to keep these gutters clean. If they're clean and clear, they'll flow and keep the house dry and protect the facade and the interior as well from any sort of water hazards.